Yeah, that would have
Probably
been a
has
good double
time
play
to check
ball.
it, but that's great double play ball. We got one down here, man on second base.
Cleanup hitters up.
We're back on the new upland.
Off speed again, so curveball, and he just watches it for a strike one.
This guy had an RBI single up the middle last time.
Waves at another off speed. I think it was a curveball.
Yeah, this is Hendershot, by the way, the number 4 hitter.
He might throw something hard here just to speed it up high. Yep, there you go. He chases it. That's just how they draw it up. 2 off speed, get him to chase one at the eyes, and he sits down for the second out.
Now here's the catcher. He struck out swinging last time.
Cade not wasting any time here.
Wind's picking up, blowing out now.
Chases the curve, keeps it in front. Good stop. Nothing you can do about that. Runner on second takes third.
He's on third via, not sure if they're calling that a hit or an error against Quaid earlier, a fielder's choice and a wild pitch now. And there's a
Hard
rip.
hit ball, scores a run from third. They get it in quick, hold them at 1. But the Raiders take a 3-2 lead here.
Impressively by them, they have had key hitting here with 2 outs in all 3 innings to get the 1 run in.
Called strike on the curveball, outside corner.
This guy hit a dribbler to first last time to end the first inning.
I think a steady dose
He's 0
of
for
low
1.
curveballs is a while. One and one here, 2 outs. Top of the third. Yep.
Tough pitch there. Thought that was a strike.
Tough one to lay off. 2-1 count. Oh yeah. Just under the numbers. Strike right over the plate. 2-2 here, and you gotta think the hook's gonna. There you go. Oh,
Foul tip. Oh, I
foul
thought
tip. Glances off George's glove and back to the fence.
I thought he held on to it, but it slipped out.
This is outside.
I think
Loads the count, 3-2.
I think he purposely put it out there trying to get him a fish. But
Yeah. So the runner's going to be moving on the pitch. Cade turns and reminds him that he's watching. Runner's moving. Outside. He walks him. So man on first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the third.
and this will bring up Tuncliffe back up to bat. He number 7 hitter in the lineup, plays third base. He hit one at shortstop last time. Quaid Jackson threw him out at first.
So Coach Tony out to visit, just telling Cade, stop nibbling around the edges, challenge these guys. I don't think they can hit you, and I agree.
Let's go, Cade. Shut it down, baby.
So far, all they've done is put it on the ground. A couple found holes.
They have
But
been
I'll take-
efficient.
Oh, yeah.
Managed to scratch 1 run across each inning so far.
There you go, outside corner. Comes right at him with the fastball.
Not pausing. Watch it.
0-1 count. And again, we're not going to play around here. Nice play by Harrison Cox. That's a tough ball to field. So off the tip of the bat, had some spin on it. 1 hop off the dirt. Harrison reaches down, picks it up, and reaches over with his glove and touches the base. and then smiles and says, I don't know. I got the out. What are you going to say?
I'm not sure how to call that one. It's the first time I've seen a kid tag the bag.
So as we say before, Harrison's one of our jokesters, and both on and off the field.
Drives his dad absolute batty, by the way.
So last night, Beck Norrell had a loose tooth, and we're talking about loose teeth. And Beck is a tough little kid, so he's just trying to yank this tooth out. Someone told me the story of Harrison Cox, who he had a loose tooth, and he's equally as mischievous as Beck Norrell. He tied his tooth to the end of a Nerf dart, pumped it up, fired it across the room, and the dart pulled his tooth out of his face. That's just things he does. So
That's creative.
that was creative, right?
Don't really coach that.
All right, the Knights will send up the number 10 batter in the order, Cade Weibel, and then they'll have top of the order with Ryan Pitcock and George Farley this inning. So our team typically, once they've been around the order once, we tend to start lighting pitchers up at that point. So hopefully we have that same magic today.
Completely agree. Here's what's going to happen. Hopefully Cade finds his way on. He's got power. He's already hit one out.
He's hit one here. He's got 6 on the season.
There you go. If he finds his way on, I guarantee Ryan's going to hit that ball hard somewhere. He doesn't miss twice.
Okay. You okay, Dad? Start us off, bud.
So the Knights are trailing 3-2 here as we get started, and here's Cade Weibel stepping in.
Oh, swinging at the first pitch. Tough one.
Oh,
Quick hop. Bounces over the shortstop's mitt, and Cade finds his way on.
Hey, that's why you want to put it in play. Make them make a play.
Absolutely. But again, we're swinging on the first
We are reaching
pitch.
too. We're reaching.
Yeah, but we got to see the speed. Got to take a breath here. Let a couple pitches by, and then hit it hard.
Just need to be patient, find their pitch in the zone. I can't, from this zone area, you can't really tell if he's got good movement and that's catching him or just anxious.
I just think they're anxious, and he just doesn't bring it like some
Yeah,
of the other pitchers
they're
we've seen.
they like the speed and they're trying to rip it, and therefore they're lunging and getting off guard a little bit. So just stay back and drive it.
So as we were talking, Xander Kovar in to run for Cade Weibel. We believe that's mandatory here. If you've got a pitcher or a catcher on the bases to speed the game along, you've got to run for him. So Xander out to run. He's taking a break this game. He'll be in this afternoon. Ryan steps in. It's 0-1 count.
Good job of laying off that one.
Absolutely. Wait for your pitch. So he chased one in the first. Make him come to you, and Ryan's going to deposit this ball in the stands. Like
That's
that.
gone.
That's gone. One
See
swing
ya.
in this game's 4-3. Way to go, Rhino!
Go, boys! So you light it up!
So that ball was gone off the bat, and I'll tell you, he barely got that.
I love that. Xander went back on the
He did barely get it, but we knew it was gone. It snuck over the right field fence, and for the first time today, the Knights lead.
Thank you. So that's the kind of pop that Pitcock's got in that bat. So now here's what you're going to see, because I know my son. He's watched a bunch of balls fly over the fence. He hit one to the fence in the first, so George is coming up.
home run first.
Yeah, that's true. George is going to come up, and George is going to try to hit one out himself.
Uh-oh, but we have a pitching visit. We have a mound visit. Coach is checking on the psyche. He's given up 2 home runs now. And the Seagull is having a field day over our field for some reason.
What, Mom?
Well, so he leaves him in to face George.
I disagree with Dad. I think he's going to hit a line shot. George, remember who likes you when you get famous.
Line drives, George. Line drives. Let's go now. Grounder. Tough ball
Ate
between
him up.
short and third. A little tough hop, but he's on again safely, and I think they'll call that a base hit.
I don't think he's going to get him in the hole.
No way he makes that play. George is pretty quick getting to first, and they're going to come run for George. I guarantee it.
George stays hot. He's been putting the ball in play like that all the time. And here comes the pitcher, or the coach again. That's going to be the day for number 5.
Hey, he hit that ball hard enough that the guy had a hard time fielding it.
Please, that's in the hole. He never makes that play.
We are not the official scorekeeper, so we'll have to ask Fritz Cox. Well, number 5 exits after throwing 25 pitches today. He's given up 4 runs in 2 complete innings, 2+ innings.
They're not. They just swap pitchers.
And now number 8.
Mama Farley here. She's not allowed to yell at
Number 8
umpires, so she
Slogger
doesn't know what
is
to
coming
do.
out to pitch. He's been catching until now.
I know, right? Well, she can't yell at the umpire, so she wants someone else to do it.
Number was it
Slogger,
6?
number 8. He was catching to start the game. Is now going to be the pitcher of record.
All right, we've got a visitor to the booth here. Mama Farley wants a word.
Oh, get away.
I've also got Fritz Cox, our scorekeeper here. Fritz,
Yeah.
how'd you score that last hit?
A hit.
Thank you. I baited him.
officially a hit.
And then Mama Farley walks
Hey,
away. She
let me
didn't
ask,
need to
hold
argue.
on, George. Hey, Fritz, how about your son's play at second base while ago?
It was a very interesting play.
We'd like to hear that again.
Fits the personality.
They teach that at home.
In the Cox household, that's normal.
Absolutely. They've got Harrison fielding grounders and just tagging bases.
Tagging away.
So I'm not sure. We've got George running for himself. So either he's
And now we got our, quick throw back. By the way, at the plate now is our leading home run hitter on the season, Owen Norrell, with 11 bombs this year now. 3 in Cooperstown so far.
and
Based
Mom
on his
field.
rate of home runs, he's due for one.
Absolutely. Every 2 at bats, Owen takes one over the fence. I'd love to give my patented O call. Nope. Just missed. Beautiful swing. I'll tell you, there's not a lot of frills with this swing. Just smooth, silky. Gets extended, and that ball goes.
He's got the classic left-hander, silky smooth. Ooh.
Foul tip. Barely. Nice pitch. Low in the zone. Owen chases. He's not afraid of swinging on 0-2, though. I think a couple of his homers yesterday were on 2 strikes.
Oh, I was just going to ask George if I could bring it.
At this point, you just want to try and make contact, go opposite field if you need to. Just keep the rally going.
George
right
going
now.
on the pitch. The throw down is going to be late. George is there. So we've got a 1-2 count. That pitch was high for a ball. Now they're going to run for George. They let him steal. Thank you for that, Tony. Pad the stats, so he's got 1 in Cooperstown. That's AJ running for George at second base. He gets back on the throw.
So Owen needs to battle here. I'm not looking for a home run. Just put it in play. Slap it
I'm
somewhere.
looking for a home run. Come on now. That's a base hit into the gap. It's going to score AJ from second. A long turn at first. And there's an RBI.
I must
for
say, I
Owen.
felt like he was running in mud there.
He was. I'm not sure why. I think they held him coming around third. All the fans stood up saying, "What are we doing?" And he runs home for the run. So it's 5-3.
And the big guy's up. Jay Turner.
Oof.
That was close.
It's a heck of a throw. So the pitcher's got a great move to first for a righty. Seems to be on target with that throw.
Turner drilled one off the wall last
Running.
time.
Swinging low off the catcher's shin guard to the right, and Owen takes second base. God, again, I want to see a little patience here at the plate. So Jay can flick his wrist, and that ball is out.
He's been hitting line drives so far this week, though.
Mm-hmm. 3 dented fences.
That's the official stat.
It could be a new record here at Cooperstown that we start tracking.
We'll check on that. Wow. Ooh, only because he missed the tag. Wow. This kid has a great move.
He does. You cannot take your eyes off this pitcher. He's going to turn and throw at any point.
He's almost picked off Owen twice.
Come on, find your pitch, Jay. Ooh, just late. He pulls the trigger a fraction sooner, and that ball is out. Everybody in the stand is sitting here waiting for Jay to make contact.
Back!
Another good
Sorry
move.
about that. Instincts.
Jay waits. 2-strike count. Doesn't chase. It's a good eye.
This kid throws a lot harder than the first kid, so a little adjustment.
I think we're going to have some fun here. Oh, take something off it. Pass ball. He's rounding third. Owen might come home. Nope, stops. They do get the out at first on the throw. And Owen holds at third. But we got a runner on third with 1 out now. And Jack steps to the plate.
Yeah, Jack's been hitting the ball hard, just nothing to show for it. But if he can do the same thing, we'll get an RBI here.
Wow,
Oh,
great job. They throw home. Throw home and late. Called him safe at home. So
Problem
Owen
is-
jumped over the catcher.
He did?
Absolutely. A slide, he probably would have been out. Jumps
think-
over the outstretched arm, hits the base, and he's called safe.
I think they're going to challenge that you're supposed to slide into the base. So
You gotta get over the bat. He stepped over the bat.
So he is safe
umpires
at
are having
home.
no part of it, though. Kruger lays down the
I
bunt.
need to see that replay.
I didn't even ask. I was just
So Jack does a great job laying it down. He does take it straight back at the pitcher, who makes a pretty good play on the ball. Catcher was in position to make the tag. They're going to talk about it. I'm not sure if they're talking about a must slide. I know. So in the stands, they didn't make contact, so he doesn't have to slide. Quick check, they call him safe. Everyone returns to their position.
So that makes it 6-3, and Andre Wood is up, and he went deep last time.
So 1 out.
Kids have got to pay attention. This kid is quick over to the bases. Don't want to run yourself out of an inning there.
Watch is low. So safer out on that play. You got to love the call. Love being aggressive. Bunting a man home, putting another run on the board.
That's
Good job,
4 this
Tony.
inning now.
Mm-hmm.
1 out. Big bat of Andre Wood up.
So this pitcher is harder to take a lead on. Comes to the plate much quicker than the first one, and we're pretty conservative there at first. I haven't seen us try to run yet. That
Good
was
breaking
off speed.
ball.
I think the first time I've seen him throw the curve. Andre was fooled, so it's 1 and 2. Yeah, the catcher was fooled as well. Ball squirts away, but we didn't get to move on them. He's running on the pitch.
Yeah. Strike him out.
Strike him
That's
out,
going
throw
to-
him out, but
Nope.
the throw is off. A little bit right or to the first base side of second base, and he slides in safe.
So Max Million's up. Max Millen is up. He's grounded out to short last time in his first at bat. And yesterday Max batted twice, I believe. Yes, and he went 0 for 2 yesterday, so he's 0 for 3 so far. Put the ball in play 2 out of 3 times, so.
So Max's parents, Charles and Kale, here to watch him. Hoping to have some fun.
Max is the 8th batter of the inning. Good inning so far for the Knights.
So we asked the players what their hobbies were. Max actually said, in addition to Fortnite, riding bikes, one of the few people who contributed anything other than electronics in baseball. Wow, strokes.
Get down.
Got down. We're going to score here. With 2 outs, we should have been running harder than that on the hit.
He smoked
We held
that.
up a little bit, but that ball was smoked. The right fielder can't make the play. He made a good jump, just didn't come up with the ball as he dove. And Max drives in our 7th run, our 5th of the inning.
Bringing up Quade Jackson. Shortstop Quade Jackson now coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2 so far. He hit a line drive. Nice. Would have been a base hit if the pitcher had made the play last time. So, like to see Cueto get off the snide here in Cooperstown as well. That last one was his first hit for Milan. You can almost guarantee he's going to throw over.
That was a beautiful swing on that last pitch. Ball a little high in the zone. He caught right up with it. Dumped it into right field.
Just took it opposite field. Fake steal.
Fake's running. That ball in the dirt coming back to first. Absolutely.
Great play by the first baseman there to scoop that.
Or Max is standing on second.
That's right. Maybe even third. I was going to go down in the corner deep.
Soft grounder to shortstop. You think he'll come up with this play. He's been pretty tough.
Great inning for the Knights.
We'll take it. 5 on the board in the 3rd. And we head to the 4th, winning 7-3. Cade Weibel back on the mound for the Knights. And we're looking to see if they're going to make any other changes. George behind the plate. Max, way to go, bud.
Good hit.
Proud parents are giving him the thumbs up. Max is like, why are you talking to me in the middle of the game?
So the Knights get 5 runs on 4 hits that inning with 1 error and 1 left on base, and now they take a 7-3 lead.
And we caught Max smiling once over to his parents.
And that's going to – Cade's still on the mound for his – been in for an inning and a 3rd so far. He's thrown 21 pitches.
Gotta like the offense here. Everyone's contributing here for the Knights. It's fun when top to bottom there's just kids putting the ball in play and keeping the pressure on the Flushing Raiders here. So I'll give you a quick rundown. Yesterday we played the Lancaster Lightning. They went 1-1 yesterday. They beat us 11-5. They lost to the Princeton Tigers, who we play next, 12-17. So they were 1-1 on the day and ranked 46th coming into Monday. Second team we played, SBA Canes, were 2-0 yesterday. I'm sorry, 1-1 yesterday. They lost to us 4-8, and then they beat the Smartense Angels from California 23-0.
They won their first game today.
24-12 against the Princeton Tigers. So coming into this game, SBA Canes are 2-1, ranked number 37 in the pool.
A microwave truck, right?
Cade's working quick again. So if you're wondering about the Knights, we were 1-1 yesterday, as you know. We came into today ranked 52nd.
Nope.
Curveball, drop quickly, hit him in the thumb. George is like holding his hand, but he made the throw to first for the first down. And Cade works quickly to get one down in this 4th here.
Now bringing up the number 9 hitter, center fielder Nicholas. Actually, he got thrown out by the right fielder last time.
Cade way wide on the first.
That was when Owen was in right field, and he threw him out at first base.
Nice pitch he offers. Don't even have to appeal that one, so strike one. 1-1 with one out.
Do have a change in outfield. Looks like Pidcock's gone into warm up, and Owen's in center now.
Off speed. Wanted to swing. Lean forward. Laid off for a ball.
I thought Blue wanted to call it a strike too.
I did too. Three and one, and with a 4-run lead, the last thing we want is free passes. Let's make him earn it here. Take something off of it, gets the low strike. He's been calling that all day long.
Especially against the 9, 10, and 11 hitters coming up. Just pound the zone. Pitch to contact here.
Make him a hitter, Cato. I'm not sure if he aimed that or if he threw it. Threw something other than the heater, but gives him a free pass. So there's a man on first with one out here in the fourth.
So Matzke's up. He grounded to the pitcher last time, and Jay threw it into the ground, and he reached on an error.
Throws high. Kid's got to find the zone here, or Tony will think about bringing in Ryan Pidcock. I prefer Cade to find the zone. He's running on the pitch. He's off speed, so it's going to be a tough one. Throws on target, but late. Got a good jump. It was a curve. It was away.
Everything you need for a stolen base was there.
It worked out.
Low outside, slow pitch.
Way ahead on the curve. And Cade works ahead 1 and 2. I wouldn't be surprised if this one saw high heat here and then another curveball. There you go. Chases high heat.
Great job of changing his eye level. Now you can come back with the low hook. The birds are coming.
Yep.
Yeah, beautiful.
Great pitching by Cade Weibel. Just mixing it up, hitting his spots. Number 4 had no chance
Now
there.
the number 11 hitter who had a single last time roped it to Max out here. Last name is Fultz, number 6.
So we're laughing here. There are seagulls. We have no idea what seagulls are doing in the middle of New York. They're flying around making a bunch of noise. Ooh.
That was a high strike. We'll take it.
We will take it.
I'd like to see him get out of this inning where Ryan only needs to go 2 innings to finish this.
Throws the curve. Cueto gets down. He's got plenty of time. Makes the throw.
Great
Got
job,
him at
Cueto.
first. Very, very nice play.
Great job of keeping his composure and sticking with the ball and making a fantastic throw.
Absolutely. He had plenty of time. And he took his breath and made the play.
So no runs and no hits and no errors, and 1 man left that inning.
Great job by Cade. So while we've got a break here, I want to give a quick shout out to Zoolander's Grandma and Papa. I'm sorry, Grams and Papa, the Campbells, who are watching here from Spicewood, Texas. Thank you for joining us.
So I think that'll be it for Cade. He threw 35 pitches on the day, 2 1/3 innings.
So he did a great job shutting down the third with men in scoring position, and then
He faced 11 batters overall.
Yeah, because AT&T's been working great for days, and Russ's phone just doubly I was like, oh God, I said, she might be problem.
so who's leading us off here?
So we'll lead off this inning with Harrison Cox, followed by Cade Weibel, and then Ryan Pitty at the top of the order. We back up this inning here in the bottom of the 4th.
I think all the fans here are waiting for a little more fireworks. I am.
Would love to see us get a 10-run lead here.
So the air's pretty still. There's just a small breeze sort of floating in from left. So
Yeah, a little warmer today. I think it's about 80, 81 today.
mhm.
I know you people in Texas, that's still like air conditioning weather for you.
They don't have any.
Yeah. You got to play by play.
All right, Harrison Cox up, still number 8 on the mound. Harrison is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. He's 0 for 2 in Cooperstown so far.
Because sometimes you want to drink a lot of
He wears number 2 for his favorite player, Derek Jeter.
Brought to you by.
Bush and easy drinking Bush Light.
That's funny. So I was at the Yankee game on Thursday night with my son George. So he wears number 44. And I was showing him all the retired numbers for the Yankees. He looked over at me and he's like, so if I end up playing for the Yankees, I can't wear that number.
He might need to pick a new team.
He did. That's what he said. So there's no doubt in his mind he's going to be playing pro ball somewhere. It's just not going to be the Yankees.
The Astros do not have 44 to retired, so we would love to have a opportunity to retire that.
Get your cocktail and your beer at the same time.
I think that's the Riz for the Cubs. So he's on his way to retiring that number. And I'd hate it if he couldn't play for my Cubbies. So we got a 1-2 count, and Tony wants to have a talk. Not sure what he was seeing with Harrison, but he's like, we're up 7-3. Go up there, be aggressive. Let's make something happen.
Natty Ice.
He's late.
Oh, Harrison.
Makes him make the throw to first. It's accurate, and we're out.
Cade Weibel's up. He reached on last time up, hitting the shortstop.
No matter what. You swing,
Don't even
It
look.
was an error by the shortstop last time, so he reached, but
then that's good. You did a good job.
So you got to love Cade. He steps into that box, and he waves that bat around like he's going to do something. I guess it doesn't matter as long as his hands and bat are in position when he's starting that swing. We're good. All right. So that's the first time Cade's seen the hook.
Well, here we go, boys.
Falls behind 0-2. So Cade watches the third strike. It was a fastball. Cade knows exactly what the pitcher's
here's Pitt-
thinking. You got to think he's should have been sitting on that.
here's Pitcock. He hit a big 2-run homer last time. He's 1 for 2 today.
Oh, just hits it hard. So I'll tell you, it gets past the center fielder, but he's still going to have to hold on first. So the ball hits the 200-foot fence here.
He just stepped in and ripped that right up the middle, like it was no big deal.
It's like we said, man, if he waits for his pitch, he's going to hit it hard somewhere, and he's usually going to be on.
Now to bring up George with 2 outs. George is 2 for 2 on the day, and he is 4 for 5 in Cooperstown so far. So he likes it here.
So far.
Go Forrest.
I want to see him throw him inside. George is going to be sitting on a fastball here.
He's taken. Wow.
So low and away, but a called strike. Pitcock reaches second on the steal.
That was about the easiest stolen base I've ever seen.
Yeah, he didn't even get down. Ryan still.
He just walked into second.
He's had 2 at-bats. He's been on base both times, and his pants are white like they just came out of the dryer.
Fire, does it cook any?
Well, you don't take them out of the washer. You put them in the dryer, you dry them off, and then take them out.
George is being corrected by his daughter about the
It's one of the hardest things
Skills
for a
of laundry.
commentator to do is to sit here with his 14-year-old daughter next to him, correcting everything that comes out of his mouth. She's gotten really good at this.
Headphones
It's a skill.
on when I'm telling him stuff. So.
Yeah, the other parents are saying at least she doesn't have headphones on.
No, then she can give you the feedback.
Oh,
George,
that's a rip.
That's going to
That's
drop.
gonna get down. We should
Another
get a
hit,
run.
and that's got to score Ryan. The throw home, but it's weak. Throw back to first. Hold George for a single.
Farley stays hot. 3 for 3 on the day.
Got to say, I'm pretty proud of Papa here. 5 for 6 on Cooperstown.
No doubt. He's going to come in for a courtesy runner since he's catching. And now up at the plate will be Owen Norrell.
So we extend the lead 8-3 in the bottom of the fourth here with 2 outs.
Owen's 1 for 2 today. He got a single last time in the gap over here in left center.
Misses on off speed away.
He's had a home run in every game so far. This might be his last chance of this game.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Looked like a pitch up just to see if we're going to steal. I don't think with 2 outs we're not going to run into an out here.
Not with the next 2 batters up. And
Exactly. We're going to let Owen swing away and move the batters around himself. In fact, I recommend we just stand on first. Wait for him to hit.
Zach Fetchel's coming to run, by the way.
Come on, let's throw a strike. 2-0 count. And he gets a lot of it, but
Right
not
at the
enough.
center fielder.
Right at center field. I think he caught it off the top of the bat.
That would have hit about the middle of the wall.
Just missed. Just missed.
But they were playing on the wall almost. But we get another run. That makes every inning we have scored so far, and we stretch the lead. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left.
And as we expected, Ryan Pitcock enters the game for the Knights here in the top of the 5th. He'll be pitching to George Farley. He's caught every inning so far. The infield stays the same. Max is in left. Jay's in right now. And Owen Norrell is going to run out to center field.
Any other changes? Nope. So again, the rules in Cooperstown, we play 6 innings or 2 hours, so most likely we're going to get 6 innings in every game. So with us being the home team, hope to hold the lead.
So the run rule after 4, I think, is 10. After 5, I think, is 8.
I'd be lying if I said I knew.
I believe that's what they said. We'll have to look that up for you. So hold
Anybody-
them here, put 3 on the board. I know it's 8 after 5.
If we have any fans out there that know the rules here in Cooperstown, let us know.
Yeah, so Charles validated. 10 after 4, 8 after 5. So how about 1, 2, 3? We put 3 up and we walk away with the win.
No, 8-run lead. We need 3 runs in the
I
bottom.
said put 3 up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said get 3 up, 3 down. All right, comedy of errors here by the
It's all right. We're rookies.
But ESPN, if you need help, we're available.
Or celebrity.
Or Fox Sports.
Couple
Hey.
qualifications. I've got to be able to drink before every broadcast. Seems like Harry Carey got away with that. And
There's a
first
weak-
pitch, weak grounder to second. Oh my goodness. Got down late. Missed the ball on the first pass. Picked it up, threw it wide. So that should have been 1 down here. George heads up running down third base, stops it from going into the dugout, or first base line.
That was the leadoff batter. Now we have the second batter. He started the game as the pitcher. He's 0 for 1, reached on an error and reached on a hit by pitch earlier in the game. He scored 1 run so far today.
God, I hate a free pass. So Ryan's going to bring it. He's got a live arm. They're going to have to compete to put that ball in play. But we got to turn around easy outs here to get out of this inning. George throws down after the strike. Diving back safe, just letting him know that we're watching. Thank God he hit him because Jay just stood there and right. Rolls it. Oh. So Jay's got a chance of throwing him out. No, he's going to be late. So the first 2 men are on. First on an error, second on a hit between first and second base.
Gotta bring up the number 3 hitter, Liguri. He is 0 for 2 with a. He's flied out to right and he's grounded to the pitcher. So.
Not the inning we're looking for here for the Knights.
Yeah, more than anything, you just don't want to run up the pitch count on these guys.
Agreed. We're going to need Ryan all week long, so. Wheels deals, another low strike called. Boy, I'm going to live there if I'm Ryan.
He usually will, and he's going to do some ground balls, so we got to make some plays here behind him.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Another low strike. Swung at that time and missed, so 0-2. Where are we at in their lineup?
Number 3 hitter, Liguri. Sure I'm saying that wrong.
Just pokes at it. Jay's on the run, makes the catch. Gonna catch. Nice. Fakes his run
What
to
a
3.
play.
Jay is heads up play, comes up firing and holds him to first and second.
Great play by Jay Turner there.
Jay, great play, bud.
Running catch and a shot to third to hold him in first and
He's
second.
a multi-tool weapon out there. Quick to the ball. Got a cannon. He's just going to hold any runner or gun him out trying.
Now their cleanup hitter's up. He is 1 for 2. An RBI single in the first and struck out his last time. If I remember correctly, he struggled with the off-speed pitch, but
He did. I don't think Ryan's going to play around with that. First
Ryan-
pitch, heater. Second pitch, low and away, heater.
Ryan really features just a changeup and a fastball.
There you go.
His fastball moves a lot, though.
He seems to be hitting his spots, though. He's working that low strike.
Beautiful area to live. Oh, seeing eye
So
single.
runners moving on the
There we go.
pitch. Sort of faked us out. We had a shortstop moving left, third baseman moving right. Found the gap.
It's a little seeing eye
Loads the
single.
base hole. Yeah, loads the bases with a soft grounder between short and third.
Now to bring up Slogger. He's a current pitcher right now. He is 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI. He struck out his first time and got an RBI single last time.
Can't help but notice as George returned to home plate, the batter picked up his helmet and handed it to George. Again, great sportsmanship all day long, all week long here in Cooperstown. Soft grounder. Oh my goodness, great play
Wow.
by Quaid. He looks home. No way he was going to make that play. Andre was moving left on the play for the ball, so there's no one there at third. Quaid stands up, fires to first for the second out of the inning. Run does score, so it's 8-4. Knights with the lead, men on second and third.
It almost like he was going home, and then somehow he was able to get his body around to get the throw. I really thought that was trouble, but
I
great
thought
play.
it was trouble too. Heck of a throw, right? His feet were sort of aimed for a throw to home. He threw across his body, strike to first.
Yeah, nice play. Big play to get our second out.
Mm-hmm. Hard hit
Yes.
ball to Andre. Andre stands up, makes the catch. Ryan smiles at him and says, "Thank you."
They hit the ball hard that inning. They got 2 hits, 1 run. They left 2 on base, but we were able to get out of the inning with a 4-run lead.
Yeah, I think similar to what we've seen from a lot of the teams here. They hit the fastball hard. They're a little bit weaker on the curve or on the off-speed pitch. I'm not sure a lot of these players come from leagues where they see a ton of off speed, and we'll be taking advantage of that throughout the week. So 8-4 heading into the bottom of the fifth.
Pitcock only throws 12 pitches in that inning, which is great news, even with all the traffic on the bases.
God, I'm sure 11 of them were strikes.
So we'll lead off with Jay Turner this inning. Jack Kruger will follow, and Andre Wood will bat third this inning. So a lot of power coming up this inning again. And they still have number 8 on the mound.
So we'll see what we do here. So late in the games, the Knights have been shuffling a couple players around just to close out games. We've seen it both at bat and in the field.
Yeah, I would expect you might see some movement here with some other big bats on the bench if we get some players on here. Otherwise, we'll go out and try and close it out next inning. So 4 runs, we will close it out here.
As we go.
All right, Big J Turner. Turner is 1 for 2 today. Struck out his last time up, had an RBI single in the first.
Again, his nickname is Nuke, and hopefully we find out why.
And he wears it. Wears it in the most padded part of your body on an off-speed pitch. That's classic.
I'll tell you what, as a coach, sometimes I know anything to get on, but when you got a batter like Nuke up, you do not want him taking the ball. I want 3 pitches over the plate, and I want to roll the dice.
I agree. I bring Kruger up. He's hit the ball hard each time up. Actually, he bunted last time. Almost picked him off. Again, this guy has a great move. Jack was squared around a bunt again. Jay takes second.
So on that last throw over to first, their coaches were yelling that they got him. Love the swing. They said, yes, sir. Jay was back safe, called safe, but he had his head down. Thought the call wasn't out. He started running off the bag, and they quickly yelled for him to get back.
So Kruger does have 1 homer this year. He's in an 0-2 count here, though, but, man, this pitcher likes to throw it around the bases.
So Jay's about twice the size of the second baseman. Comes up below his letters. I'll tell you what, that's a great protect on an 0-2 pitch. He threw off speed. Jack waited on it, took a great cut. I think Tony's having a conversation about the pitcher coming set here.
Comment about second base to
I think, but that's the wrong umpire.
Again, you'll see the difference in size between Jay Turner and the middle infielders. Even when he squats down, he's bigger.
All right, so we got no outs here. Jay's on second, 2 strikes. Beats him with the fastball.
Yeah, he was late on that
Jack
one.
was just late.
Good swing, just late. Bring up Andre Wood. He's 1 for 2 today with a home run and a strikeout.
Blowing away.
I would like to see him keep hitting home runs so he doesn't have to run on that leg.
Another player with pure white pants here in the 5th. He's finding that strike zone. He's been consistent all day long, just under the knees. It's been a strike. The pitchers here are good enough to find that spot. Yep. Oof. Must have missed outside. That was about the same height of a pitch. So 2-1 to Andre.
It's a good count to hit. I expect him to be loaded here.
He brought it. Andre was waiting on it.
A little bit
high
high.
in the zone. Yep. Tough to catch up with.
Those pitches are always enticing, but they're hard to do something with.
Takes everything off of it. That was about a 10-mile-an-hour something. Might not have made it to home plate, but Andre stays alive. 2-2.
Yeah, he was hung out. He hung out and barely got a piece of it.
Andre wasn't sure of that. He looked back at the ump and made sure that was going to be called the ball. So he gets one more shot. Full count here. Got one out. Jay Turner on second base. High heat. That's been called a strike too, so he's
That was foul
protecting.
ball though there. Yep.
Continually upgrading our production facility.
Hey man, I got an umbrella now. I guess they're worried about me in my tank top. Too much glare.
All right, after the break. So this is a full count pitch here. One out. Jay's on second. Andre at bat. Got a piece, but caught by the catcher for the second out of the inning.
Back-to-back Ks. Maximilian came up. He had a big RBI single last time with 2 outs.
Fantastic hit. Line drive just past the outstretched diving right fielder.
If he does that again, we'll have another run on the board. So far, Max is 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI.
Watches the pitch. That's the best one Max has seen today.
All right, 0-2.
Good eye.
Blue stood up like he was going to call it.
Yeah, I'll tell you, they've been consistent. He's got a big strike zone, but he has not wavered anywhere outside of it. Ooh, Mass protects on a high pitch. Stays alive, 1-2. Just outside. Hard to tell from left field stands where that missed. I know it was
Had to be
outside, but how
outside,
far it
yeah.
missed.
It looked good from here, but
I think the catcher was set out wide.
doesn't matter what we think, though. That one was right down the pipe.
So Max was frozen for the third out. But at the end of 5, the Knights still hold a 8-4 lead as we head into the 6th.
So this will be the last inning.
Hopefully the last half inning.
We're constantly making upgrades to our big package. I think he's wearing #1. Yeah, at least he was in that one jersey. Pretty sure he's
So here's my kids asking for money. Happens 3 times a game. And Iken's going to step in and have a word.
I like gum. I like to chew it.
Where my money's going. are having a blast here in Cooperstown. We have enough little ones to keep each other entertained. So Owen's little brother, Drew and Beck, are both here. Ike and my son, so that's George's little brother, is here. And Craig Weibel is here. I know we've got some other siblings, but those are the ones who've been driving me nuts all week.
Just going to go around the field here.
I don't see any changes on the.
Nope.
So we're gonna stick with 8-4 lead. We're gonna stick with it.
I gotta say I like it. I like our chances with Ryan Pitcock on the mound here. And a 4-run lead. So it's getting a little warmer here.
But we have upgraded our broadcast.
But we have upgraded
All
our
right.
broadcast booth.
Leading off number 9, Tuncliffe. He is 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice.
Hard hit ball. Wow. What a play.
One pitch, one out here. That was a line shot.
So they continue to hit Ryan Pitcock hard. Jack reaches out and is,
Right in, guys.
sort of says, look what I found.
Well, here's Brandon. He's the second baseman. He's 0 for 2. Reached on an error earlier and scored a run. Cade is last time up.
Hard hit ball, but straight to Max in left field. He puts it away for the second out of the inning. Owen Norrell sprints all the way to left field, gives him a high five, sprints all the way back. I think these players are sensing one more out, and we've got our second win here in Cooperstown.
Here's Nicholas, the center fielder. He is 0 for 1 with a walk last time. He got robbed of a hit in the second inning by the right fielder throwing the first.
So Pitty is ahead in the count again, 0-1. That's his third pitch of the inning with 2 outs already. Swinging on the second. 4 pitches, 4 strikes, 2 outs, 2 strikes. We're 1 strike away from victory number 2. High strike, hit his spot. Great swing to stay alive.
Am I good? Am I doing all right? All right, I've been approved as official scorekeeper by Mom Kovar.
Just misses low. Little inside. It's his first ball of the inning. Counts 1 and 2. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Throws a bat at it. It's going to be a long run for Jay. Misses the ball on a sliding catch attempt. That's one you'd expect him to make.
Yeah, it's tough, but you got to make that one. That goes as an error, unfortunately. That's a tough play, though.
All right.
All right, the extra error, Matzik's up. He reached on an error in the second, and Cade is last time up. They are getting good wood on Pitty today.
Low in the zone. What a strike. Quickly ahead 0-1. You got to think they're probably not going to be moving on the pitch. They need 4. They're not going to run into an out. Especially with 2 outs. He's going to be running as soon as he makes contact. Hard hit ball off the fence. Owen fields it. He's got him at third if he makes a good throw. A little bit late. So we got runners at first and third with 2 outs. And the Raiders are trying to put together a little comeback here. And Tony's going to slow down the momentum with a visit.
And Fultz, that'll bring up the number 11 hitter Fultz, who is 1 for 2. Had a single, and then he grounded to shortstop last time. This will be his third at bat today.
Let's go, Knights. 2 down now.
Signal phased out.
All right, 2 outs. Men on first and third. Hickok's just going to keep firing strikes till we make a play. Just misses inside. Counts 1-0. High strike. That ball's going to get off the fence. Men are running, so the player on first advances to third. Long single for the batter. Men on first and third. That does score a run, so the score is 8-5. And a swing of the bat can tie this game.
Now we go back to the top of the order now. In his 4th at bat today, he's 1 for 3 so far. Reached on an error last time. He has scored 2 runs.
Hickok reaches back, and that's probably the hardest pitch he's thrown to date. Finds the strike zone. And he seems to be throwing it just an ounce harder right now. Missed low on that one.
Oh, he's
1-1.
getting a little anxious here. They're getting excited. Knights fans are anxious. Want to get this one over with here. Not have to extend it or. Ryan's struggling there.
So this is when Tony would make a visit, but he already made one. Ryan's got to take a deep breath. Stop overthrowing the ball, find the zone. Trust that we're going to make an out behind him. 2-1. There you go.
You got 2
Really
strikes.
nice pitch.
All right. Let's make a play here, Knights.
So for the second time today, we're down to, or the Raiders are down to the last strike. 2-2 count.
Gotta like the fight in the Raiders, though.
Slaps at it. Passes at third. The throw's coming home a little high, and the batter advances to second base on the throw home.
Well, they got the tying runs in scoring position now.
So that's it for Ryan Pitcock. Throwing hard, but they're clearly hitting him hard, and we're just not making a lot of plays behind him. Xander Kovar comes in, hopefully to close out the game. So 8-6 here. 2 outs, top of the 6th. So men on second and third, the tying run on second base, the go-ahead run at the plate. This is the top of the 6th. So if the Raiders happen to take the lead here, the Knights will have their fair-ups to take it back.
So this kid batting, Huey, he is 1 for 2 on the day. He reached on an error. He reached on a hit by a pitch. So he has been on base all 3 times so far. Scored 1 run today.
You got to think, anything in play, they're going to be sending the runner on second base. He's their leadoff. He's got some wheels. Looked like a smart base runner on the last play.
And we have a change also. Looks like Zach's moved into second base now. So Huey bats left-handed. Tell Max to come in with it. Bobby. Bobby. Have him come in.
All right, looks like we're ready to go.
Max, come up some.
The coaches exchange notes.
Max, come up. Closer.
I think that just was about bringing in a player who was off the bench, not on the original roster for the game. I should say lineup for the game. They will not be running. They're not going to run on this short fence behind the plate with 2 runs needed. Well, think about it with 1 run needed. So Xander low on the first pitch. 1-0. High on the second pitch. So 2-0 here. Finds the zone, soft liner. Center field, they send him. They're not going to get him. He's there to go ahead.
Tie it up, tie it up, tie it up.
I'm sorry, to tie it up. And it's 8-8.
All this with 2 outs.
All this with 2 outs.
And now they've got their number 3 hitter up. He is 0 for 3 on the day.
So that ball was hit perfectly in front of Owen Norrell in center field. It just didn't carry like some of the others we've seen and dropped in for the base hit.
Well, now the Knights will bat the next inning. Looks like it'd be Jackson, Fetchel, and Weibel due up next inning. Not sure about ties in this game, in this league.
So the go-ahead runs at first. George throws down to first. Keeps him honest. First pitch ball, so it's 1-0. Xander faces his second batter of the inning. He's running on the pitch.
They could have thrown that kid out at second in a heartbeat. The kid took off before he even took the ball. And he was halfway.
A little bit late, but he got a great jump on that. The throw was pretty close. We were a little late to cover, and he slid in safe. So the go-ahead run is now at second base. Count is 2-0. Finds the low strike zone. They've been calling it there all day. So 2-1. Very important strike for Xander there. Didn't want to fall behind 3-0. Finds it again, inside corner. 2-0. Nice poise by Xander with everything that's going on.
He showed great
2-2
poise
here.
yesterday, too.
Tries to throw something off speed in the dirt, low and away. George with a decent stop, but it bounces to his right. And the base runner advances to third. So we've got a full count here. 2 outs, runner on third. And that pops him up. That should end the inning. Quaid calls off Andre at third. And they hold him there. But the Raiders score 4 in the top of the 6th and tie the game at 8.
3 hits and 1 error. 4 hits and 1 error. Well, sets up for a dramatic comeback here is all I can say. Walk off.
This is where it's very difficult to be a commentator, a father, and a fan at the same time.
There's a lot of truth to that. As you said, Jackson. Sorry about yelling at you guys. In my many duties, I am also the official scorekeeper for the team here, and coaches need to know who's batting. Wade, then Fetchel. He came in for Cox, right? Okay. Better win it. Weibel will be third.
No, who's 3? Who's the pitcher? Who's 3?
Number 3 is Ligorian.
So lots of scorekeeping logistics going on right here. So I believe that the Knights have scored in every inning, maybe except the last. Did we score last inning too? We put runs up in most innings so far until the 5th. We're hoping to pick that back up here in the 6th and push one across for the win. So the Raiders did bring in a new pitcher, number 3. He's a righty. Haven't watched much. Gotta imagine that the previous pitcher was tiring a little bit. Doesn't seem to have overpowering speed, but sure he's accurate and effective. 3 was their shortstop for the first 5 innings of the game. So Quaid steps into the box to lead off the bottom of the 6th here for the Knights.
Oh, there we go. Larry.
And we really, really like that. So we've got a runner on. First pitch. Quaid wears it. Gets his free pass. We've got that go-ahead run on first base. So Xander Kovar, who came in to pitch, is going to bat second here for the Knights. My lineup is missing, so I can't give you all the details, but we'll pick it up in a second. So we should get a healthy lead at first with a righty on the mound. Hopefully we move him to second base. Steps back, makes sure Quaid doesn't get too large a lead. Xander's got power. No question, if he gets a hold of the ball, he can clear this 200-foot fence. In fact, I've watched him all year hit bombs in bigger fields that would easily be a free pass around the bases. He takes the strike on the first pitch. We're not running on the pitch, so Quaid is stuck at first. Both batter and runner take the sign from Tony Fetchel here at third base. He's running on the pitch. A low strike. Quaid's quick. Gets to our go-ahead run is now on second base. Boy, Quaid got to second quick with a purpose. So he took a strike. I guess that was a low strike. Xander stands in. He's got to protect. All we need is a base hit here, Mom. So we're looking for hard contact somewhere. Quaid takes his lead. And he waves at a third pitch strike. So there's one down. The go-ahead run's on second base, and Cade Weibel steps in. So I'd love to see a pass ball here, move a runner to third base, and just about anything can score him. Pitcher steps off. Quaid dives back, no throw. takes high and away. We've got phones ringing. So it's 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, man on second base. And it's definitely tense here. Takes high and away again. Looks like he's trying to overthrow it just a tad. Cade's got to be looking for something to hit on a 2-0 count here. Just contact, Cade. He's a line drive hitter.
You see it turn red on the display.
Ooh, that was the pitch to hit. Right down Broadway, and Cade swings and misses. So it's 2-1 here. The outfield is moved in, so they're looking to keep our runner from rounding home. Sort of ahead of that pitch. So 2-2. 2-2 is the count. We've got Quade Jackson at second base, Cade Weibel here looking to drive him in for the go-ahead run. Ooh. Does a great job protecting there. Outside, just above the knees. Pushes one into the bench on the right side. So 2-2 here. Not an aggressive lead by Quade. He's going to stay safe. Going to take a healthy secondary and look for what happens. Cade puts it in play to the left side or right side. Moves the runner to third. But retired for the second out. Nice play by the second baseman. It took a little bit of a hop on him. Made a good play. So we've got runner on third. Ryan Pitcock steps to the plate, and there's probably no one we'd rather have at the plate in this situation. Man on third, that's the go-ahead run. Ryan was looking to end this game in a single swing, and he's a little bit ahead of that ball. And by a little, I mean 2 feet ahead of that ball. Watches a pitch high. Shows good discipline there. 1-1. So Quade will be running on contact at third. He's pulled his head out a second time. A little bit ahead of it. His head's out of it. Physically, not mentally. It's a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Got to put something in play here. Let's go, Ryan. Watches the third pitch. So 8-8 here. I'm not familiar with what they do in extra innings. I'm sure.
Well, blue is gone. Well, we're soon.
So we're clearly going to play another inning. I'm not sure if it's modified or if it's straight out, play till you win. We are in Cooperstown. I'm going to guess it's just straight extra innings. Let's see who outlasts the other team. So I do see some changes here. Quade comes out to short. Andre's still at third. Cade Weibel walks out to second base. Jack Kruger's at first. Owen Norrell's in right field. Ryan Pitcock's center field. Maximilian is in left. I believe George Farley will be our catcher. He was on deck with that last batter, so he's probably taking a minute to get his gear on. So important to remind everyone, this is pool play. Boys are playing hard. While we want to win games, it's not the end of the world if we don't. That said, I'm sure everyone's ready for a drink here.
Cold water.
That's what I meant. So we're out of water,
Oh, Dad, you can have some.
out of Gatorade, out of soda.
Dad.
Even if we had it, that's not what I'm thirsty for. Thank you. So I'm alone here in the booth. My book's gone, so I don't have stats. So I'm going to read from you, from the numbers on backs and from the scoreboard. So number 7's up. This is the top of the 7th. Xander works ahead, low and away.
Very good.
I think that was a cutter. Didn't look like his straight fastball. Tried to do something with that. Leaves it high. Counts 1-1. So Xander with the flowing locks on the mound. Finds the zone for strike 2. He's got a very deliberate motion. Sort of a slow kick, a big stride. Crouch down. Kick, stride. Gets him.
Good one. Let it go.
Batter
Xander!
slams his bat on the way back to the dugout, and I think the coach had a word for him there. So Xander finding the zone early in the 7th. We really like that. We've got one out here, and number 8 steps to the plate. Hits it hard, and that's a one-hopper to the left fielder. So they've got a man on here with one out in this top of the 7th. That was number 8. He did pitch multiple innings there for the Raiders. Up steps number 10. It's a big boy. Not much of a lead at first. He's not moving. Xander finds the zone. Works ahead in the count, 0-1. Not moving on the pitch. Hard hit ball. Fair down the left field, right field line. They're taking a while to get it in. They're going to hold him at third, and that was. Oh my gosh. There's a mix-up at home. Nope. Xander's there. George saw Xander going for it, so he ran by. Xander thought George was going to get it. They did not talk clearly. And the base runner runs home. So it's 9-8 here. The Knights have fallen behind. One out. There's a runner on third after that double. We take third on the overthrow to home. George with a good block. Keeps it in front and keeps him on third.
Come on, Daniel, woosah, baby, woosah.
Squares to bunt, pulls away. Andre's crashing on the pitch, so there's no one at third. Quaid's going to stay in position. I don't think they can pull back if they square, but I don't know that rule here at Cooperstown. I bet for safety's sake that is a rule. Doesn't square. Swinging on the pitch. Grounder to Quaid. He's going to get the out. Yep. Got him at first, but drove in a run. So the Raiders take a 10-8 lead here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. So this has not played out how the Knights had thought as we entered the 6th inning with an 8-4 lead. This team does a good job putting in play fastballs. Our last few pitchers don't have a lot of off-speed pitch like our early pitchers did. They're hitting it hard and they're either finding gaps or we're not making plays. So we've got 2 down, 0-1 count here. Going in the dirt. It counts 1-1. Strike. Ooh. Must have missed wide because that was just above the knee. It's been a strike all day, so. Puts it in play. Cade hops down at second. He's got time. Throws for the out. So well played by Cade, but not after the Raiders put up 2. The fans here from the Knights are trying to get the team excited. A lot of cheering, a lot of yelling. Hope to keep the kids positive now that we need to pick up 2 to tie the game and 3 to win here in the bottom of the 7th. And I will reiterate, it's very hard to be a fan, a dad, and a commentator and hold my tongue after every play. Oh my goodness gracious. So if you got a hat on, turn it around.
Unless you're a player.
Oh yeah, he's hurt. He's wearing a number 3 Babe Ruth jersey. He picked up here in Cooperstown. You get just about every piece of memorable downtown that you can imagine. It's been a lot of fun going downtown. It'll be even more fun now that the crowd is gone. We can actually sit down for a bite to eat or make our way through stores without a massive crowd. All right, so here we are. Bottom of the 7th. Amazingly, the Knights need 2, and George Farley goes to the plate. Oh. Jams him, swings late, pops up to the pitcher, and there's 1 down. I'm not sure why we don't coach them to watch a pitch. We've got multiple pitchers coming out. We are not reading the speed on that first pitch. This has been all game. Again, we're swinging at the first pitch. So Owen has at least 1 hit today. We're looking for a base runner here. Inside. Hit something. I think it hit his arm.
Go. I didn't hear that.
That did not hit his bat. They said it hit the bottom of the bat, the butt of the bat. So they appeal to the first base umpire, who's clearly influenced by the right field stands.
Well, it's really like it's
We got to teach our batter to sort of shake a hand.
see like green light. Green light.
So on the inside pitch, it's the second strike. Oof. Blowing away.
It's still good.
Tough to watch, and the count is 1-2.
It's good now. Yep, that's really good.
Hard hit ball off the pitcher. Great play by first, but he's safe. And ball rolls under for an overthrow. Gets 2 bases on the overthrow as it goes under, and there's a man on third. And that brings up Jay Turner. So we're going to take a break here. The pitcher did get hit in the foot with that hard hit comeback. And he's hurting.
What happened there? He smashed it off the pitcher. Back to him. His phone started buzzing about the. Or
So with everyone gathered round, the Raiders are starting to think about who's going to come in to replace the pitcher. Pitcher's up, he's walking around. I think it was just a foot, and he'll return to the mound to face Jay Turner here. Yep, he's going to stay in the game, so that's a good sign. So here's the situation while he takes probably a warm-up toss or two. The Knights are down 10-8 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. This is our first extra inning. We've got 1 out. Owen Norrell, we just hit a hard low line drive / ground ball back to the pitcher off his foot. Made it to first and was granted third on the overthrow. So here in Cooperstown, on an overthrow, you get an automatic 2 bases. So we've got a man on third. That runner doesn't matter if you're the Raiders. The batter, who's stepping up to the plate, Jay Turner, is the tying run. I doubt he'll walk him. Last thing you want to do is bring up the winning run and put the tying run on base and bring up the winning run. So let's see what Nuke can do. Hits it hard. That's going to be tough to field. Jay's going to make it to second. And that scores the 9th run. And I'll tell you what, when you hit the ball that hard, everyone just jumps out of the way, including the outfielder after 5 hops. Yeah, that's on. So we've got a guest here in the outfield, or in the box. Welcome, Charles Weibel.
Hey George, how are you?
I need a drink, Charles.
Yeah, that last hit was smoked, by the way. Shortstop didn't want any part of it. Left fielder didn't even want to put his glove down either. So they were looking to hold that to a single, but that didn't work out.
We mentioned the 3 dents that Jay's left in the outfield fence this week. That almost left a 4th after about 6 bounces.
Coach, you got your tying run at second.
Oh,
we got a hit here. We got a trouble.
He's got a return.
There's the second out. Dang it.
And the left fielder retires Dylan Uribe, who came in to pinch hit for the second out. So we've got Jay Turner on second. He's going to be running on contact, anywhere but a grounder to third. Andre Wood comes up to bat. Andre's hit a home run today and then struck out on his next 2 at-bats, I believe. We're looking for him to make contact, and that'll score Jay for the tying run.
I think he's due, Coach.
Watches a pitch wide for the first ball. So Andre left us yesterday on a trip to the hospital after taking a line drive off the knee. Came back today, his first at bat. Hit 50 feet over the fence. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, I think with a base hit, you're going to see the old classic plays at the plate here, so we'll see what happens.
Andre with a home run swing, a little late. Jay's got wheels at second, so he will be tough to gun out on any pitch that makes it through the infield, unless it's straight at someone. Second straight on Andre. He's swinging, pulled his head out a little bit. And the Raiders now are 1 strike away from a victory. Count is 1-2, 2 outs. Strikes him out.
Tough loss there. Yeah, close it down.
Wrap it up
Hey,
quick.
we gotta wrap it up
Yep.
quick.
So we're a little bit speechless here down the left field line.
Yeah.
The Knights give up a 4-run lead heading into the 6th inning. The Raiders did it up 8-8. In the extra inning, the Raiders score 1, the Knights or 2 to take a 10-8 lead. The Knights come back, score 1, but leave a man in scoring position. A runner